Recently, I did a reaction to Ricky Gervais, and I got 1 million views on the reaction. So, YouTube's been recommending that I react to this video, which is 5 times woke celebrities. Let me see if I got the title right. 5 times woke celebrities got crushed by Ricky Gervais. Let me know where you guys are from in the comments, because this might go viral as well. All right, drop your location. Let me know why you love Ricky Gervais as well, and what does being woke mean to you. All right, well, other than that, let's get right into this, and let's see.
I don't know, man. He's so badass.
Lots of big celebrities here tonight. I mean, legends, icons. Many talented people of colour were snubbed in major categories. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist.
Ricky Gervais has never been one to shy away from controversy. Known for his sharp wit and unapologetic humor, he's made a career out of calling out hypocrisy, especially when it comes to Hollywood's elite. Over the years, Gervais has become a thorn in the side of woke celebrities, using his platform to dismantle their self-righteousness with biting sarcasm and brutal honesty. Today, we're looking into 5 unforgettable moments where Ricky Gervais absolutely crushed woke celebrities, leaving audiences in stitches and his targets squirming in their seats.
Every day, he has to put on all the women's clothes and the hair and makeup and let people film it. That takes balls.
Wow.
So, I don't know how he does it. I really don't. I've seen his balls. They're huge and long.
Ricky Gervais' hosting gigs at the Golden Globes are legendary, but his 2020 opening monologue was a masterclass in taking down Hollywood's woke culture.
So, I mean, Kevin Hart was fired from the Oscars because of some offensive tweets. Hello? Lucky for me, the Hollywood foreign press can barely speak English.
Gervais didn't hold back, calling out the room full of A-listers for their performative activism. He famously said, "You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world."
You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world.
He then took aim at their hypocrisy, pointing out how many of them had worked with disgraced producer Harvey Weinstein, but were now preaching about morality. The room was equal parts laughter and uncomfortable silence, proving Gervais' ability to strike a nerve while keeping it hilariously real.
Let's have a laugh at your expense, shall we? Remember, they're just jokes. We're all gonna die soon, and there's no sequel.
And hey, if you're enjoying...
I hate soft people. Like, if you don't like what you're watching, then don't watch it. Switch to the channel. Switch the channel. Switch to comedian. Stop interrupting these people's jobs. They're doing a great job, man. I like Ricky Gervais, man.
Enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you more content like this. One of Gervais' most iconic moments came during an interview on The View, where he faced off against host Joy Behar. Behar tried to corner him on the topic of political correctness, arguing that comedians should be more careful about offending people.
When you go on the Golden Globes, a lot of time you are politically incorrect and hilarious, of course.
Thank you.
And so,
Thank you.
so this is...
Gervais, however, was ready. He fired back. Just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about offence, isn't it? When people say they're offended, it's that just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right.
He went on to explain that comedy is meant to challenge norms and provoke thought, even if it makes people uncomfortable. Behar was left speechless as Gervais dismantled her argument with logic and humor, proving once again that he's not afraid to stand his ground. But Gervais didn't just stop at defending comedy. He also called out the selective outrage of woke culture, pointing out how certain groups are deemed untouchable while others are fair game. You can't pick and choose who gets to be offended, he said. Either everything is fair game or nothing is. And if nothing is, then comedy is dead. It was a bold statement that resonated with many who feel that political correctness has gone too far.
You can't second guess people. If you try and please everyone, you'll please no one. With comedy as well, I think you've got to deal with taboos and contentious issues. And sometimes you deal in irony, and some people don't get that. But you know, you can't legislate against stupidity, otherwise you'll be doing nothing. So if you're saying anything...
He's right. He's right.
You should polarize.
In a viral video, Gervais hilariously mocks...
Guys, if you like comedy too, I got my channels above my head.
...celebrities who use their platforms to push political agendas.
Hi guys, Ricky G here, wellness and beauty influencer.
Why in a
As a
tub?
celebrity, I know all about stuff. Like science and politics. So trust me when I tell you who you should vote for. If you don't vote the right way, that's like a hate crime. It makes me sad and angry, and I'll leave the country. and you don't want that.
He imitated the typical Hollywood
he's
influencer,
hilarious.
saying things like, "I'm a multimillionaire who lives in a mansion, but I'm here to tell you how to live your life." The satire was spot on, highlighting the absurdity of celebrities who preach about issues they know nothing about while living in complete luxury. Gervais' take was both funny and scathing, reminding us that just because someone is famous doesn't mean they're qualified to lecture the rest of us. But Gervais didn't just stop at mocking their hypocrisy. He also pointed out the dangers of celebrity activism, arguing that it often overshadows the voices of actual experts. When you're a celebrity, people listen to you, even if you have no idea what you're talking about, he said. That's not activism. That's ego. It was a sobering reminder that fame doesn't equal wisdom, and Gervais' ability to deliver this message with humor made it all the more impactful.
Oh, women. Not all women. I mean the old-fashioned ones. You know, the old-fashioned women. Oh, God. You know, the ones with wombs.
One of Gervais' most controversial moments came when he addressed the topic of transgender issues. During a stand-up special, he joked, "I identify as a chimp."
I am a chimp if I say I'm a chimp. And so I've got to live as a chimp for a year, then have hormones, get me all nice and hairy. That'd be lovely, right? I'm going to stay a male chimp so I can keep all that, right? A male heterosexual chimp, keep the same girlfriend. Jane will be happy. She loves me. She loves chimps, so, you know. And,
While the joke sparked outrage among some, Gervais defended his stance, arguing that comedy should be allowed to tackle even the most sensitive topics. He also criticized celebrities who blindly support woke ideologies without questioning their logic. But Gervais didn't just stop at making jokes. He also used his platform to spark...
Am I adding the S? It's Ricky Gervais. I keep saying Ricky Gervais. I'm sorry, y'all.
A larger conversation about the dangers of silencing dissent. If you can't question something, then it's not an ideology, it's a cult, he said. And I'm not joining any cults, no matter how woke they are. It was a powerful statement that resonated with many who feel that the push for political correctness has gone too far.
the actors who just do Hollywood movies now do fantasy adventure nonsense. They wear masks and capes and really tight costumes. Their job isn't acting anymore. It's going to the gym twice a day and taking steroids, really. Have we got an award for most ripped junkie? No.
Perhaps one of Gervais' most daring moments came during the 2020 Golden Globes, where he dropped the bombshell. And if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech. You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So if you win, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and F off.
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right?
Who's Greta
come
Thunberg,
up,
though?
accept your little award, thank your agent and your God.
The joke was a direct jab at Hollywood's elite, many of whom have been linked to Jeffrey Epstein.
Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't care.
Gervais' willingness to tackle such a taboo subject head-on left the audience stunned and cemented his reputation as one of the few comedians brave enough to speak truth to power. But Gervais didn't just stop at the Epstein joke. He also took aim at Hollywood's obsession with awards, pointing out how they're often used as tools to reward woke behavior rather than genuine talent.
One thing that can't be bought is a Golden Globe. Officially. I'm not going to do this again anyway. But if you were to buy one, the man to see would be Philip Berg.
These awards are meaningless, he said. They're just a way for Hollywood to pat itself on the back for being progressive.
No, I'll tell you why. I'm jumping on the bandwagon, because I haven't even seen The Tourist. Who has? But no, it must be good, because it's nominated. So shut up, okay? And I'd like to quash this ridiculous rumour going around that the only reason The Tourist was nominated was so the Hollywood foreign press could hang out with Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie. That is rubbish.
But real progress isn't about giving out trophies, it's about making real change. It was a bold statement that left the audience both laughing and reflecting on the industry's priorities.
But it changed as well, because the first time I did it, like 10 years ago, the sort of press, particularly the industry press in America, was like, why is he saying these awful things to the most beautiful people? You know, and then by the 5th time, right, They were going, good, give it to him. We're sick of celebrities.
Do you think Gervais is right to call out Hollywood's hypocrisy, or is he taking things too far? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit...
Yeah, I feel like if you feel like he's taking it too far, then just don't watch him. I think that he represents a community. I think he attacks a community of people that we all don't like, which is the people that are too bougie to admit that you just don't like it. You don't have to be involved at every party. You don't have to go to every party. And I think that's what people miss out on. You don't have to attend every party. You don't have to shut down every party. Let people have a good time. Sometimes laughter is the one thing that brings everybody together. And once you try to destroy that, then what we're going to have? A bunch of miserable people look out all day? So, yeah, quick. I do want to know, what are y'all views on Ricky Gervais, man? Hopefully y'all share that throughout the video. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the top bell. Like I said, if you like comedy more direct, subscribe to the channel above my head right there, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here.